So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Sony Michel, his first carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by Marcus.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Fletcher Cox.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. A little juke. Always got some breathing room. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 21-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And that's caught by Landry. Touchdown, Jets. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They fake the give. Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
36.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this front.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, Michel. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
Taken down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
First down, Patriots.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. It may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs.
2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Jackson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Loss of 2.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, Mike 20. Mike 20. Time to go. Night.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And Newton's going to keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Cam Newton. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Jets 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And then Jackson made this a one-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of
so many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
intercepted.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tried to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's on 3-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Rashad Perriman, an even 90 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. A final shot before the break. Newton escaping the pressure right. They'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense.
Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Patriot ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
Play action. It's Newton.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On the play, but it brings up 4th down.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. They're not ready for this, man.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down. On first and 10, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They'll run here with Edwards. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Going deep here for Landry. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Flush to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
And it's Michel once again. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Touchdown.
Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Patriots 31, Jets 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 22 yards there, a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move.
Jaron Reed.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
It's a pickup of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We're talking about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Intercepted.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception. I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a gain of
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game, because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. To Michel on the screen. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So now the Pats trying for the 2-point conversion.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Chase Winovich.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.